bienvenidos. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Ah, man, what a beautiful day. For the past 2 days, it's been raining. And I was like, you know what? So it's not gonna rain today. Let's go for a ride. I haven't gone out for a ride in quite some time now. I mean, I gotta ride all the time to and from work, but it's not the same as just going for a cruise, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. Shit. Anyways, guys, today's video, I'm just gonna go visit a friend and go to this one spot. Well, I have a location that I want to go to. Tell you guys a little thing or two about it. And but other than that, I really don't have much, you know. Just like everyone else, just go cruising. I do want to go visit my boy though, because it's a few days ago he completed another year of him being gone. I think this year will be his 3rd year, if I'm correct, you know, that he's gone. So I gotta go pay him a visit. I was gonna go, I think it fell on a Thursday, if I remember correctly, either a Thursday or Friday. And man, fuck all that, we had some really rough work. We had to pull like almost 10,000 feet of fiber, and it wasn't no little fiber either. It was a really thick one. I think it was like a 853 or some shit like that is what it's called. And that's usually the number by how many fibers it has inside. So this thing was a heavy bitch, super heavy. So this is kind of, yeah. So I was just exhausted, and we got off of work like around, fuck, I think it was like 8. And to top it off, like it was just a bad day on the way home, you know, after we had just finished doing the job. So I was not having it after work, man. Watching my old video that I did when I came out here, when I was talking about most of my boys that passed away. Man, that one song I put towards the end when I'm riding, I was listening to it the other day. I was just like, God, I don't know why I like that song. It sounds so fucking nice. I worked that Friday night, and we had all that fucking fiber that we had to pull, and how I was not having it after work. So check this shit out. This is how lucky I am. I was not having a day. I was not having a good day that day. So I've been working all day. Woke up early, 6. I think I had to be at work at 6 in the morning so I could get everything. Got a truck, switched the trailers. Then we were waiting to go get the fiber from this other company. They had it in their yard. Well, we couldn't get there till 7:15. So we woke up early for no fucking reason, because we couldn't get to their yard till 7:15, because that's the time that they're open. Alright, cool. Went, did it, went back, started working. So we started working like around, fuck, I don't even know, 9:30, 10, basically. You know what I'm saying? We had a on-wheel 3,000 feet of fiber, because it had to go over on top, and then it had to come down into a box, and then it had to come in the box, around, and back up that same pole. So not only that we had to take out 3,000 feet out of the wheel, which was already hard enough, we still had to put 3,000 feet into a box and have I think we had to leave like 100 feet. Was it 100 feet? I think it was 200 feet of slack inside. So we had to pull again back out the box. We had to pull 2,000 and I think it was like 98 feet or 96 feet that we had to pull back out of that box. So that shit, man, was fucking insane. We were fucking exhausted. That took us almost 2 hours of us doing that shit, because that's how heavy that motherfucking thing is, man. So pull that, did what we had to do, pull it. So now it's already 7:30, right? 7:30 that when we finished everything. Now I'm driving home. I'm driving this big ass fucking truck. I'm driving like a Ford F60. It's a big motherfucker, so it has air brakes. It's not your usual brake fluid. This is a diesel. Excuse me, my guy, I'm right here. You fucking old man. Fucking asshole. Anyway, this thing has air brakes, so obviously it runs off of air. So when you hit the brakes, it uses air. Has an air compressor, has a tank, all that good shit. So on the way home, what as soon as I got into the freeway, I heard da, 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 da. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I better be, I hope not this caught underneath the drive shaft, you know. And I had heard that shit prior, like a few months ago, prior to this, but I had already checked the drive shaft and everything. I didn't see nothing caught on it, so I was like, whatever. So I was like, maybe it's just something loose underneath, you know. Really didn't pay attention. I should have fucking double checked my shit. Well, on the freeway, I'm riding, and I heard this thing just da 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 da. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah. Didn't care. Kept going. I'm riding, and out of nowhere, my ABS fucking light comes on. I was like, what the fuck? Why is my ABS light on? The ABS shouldn't be on at all. And in that moment that the ABS came on, I was like, whoa, that's fucking weird. I just randomly hit the brakes just because. I don't know why, but something just told me to hit the brakes, and that's exactly what I did. As soon as I hear the brakes, all I heard was now, for some people that has never maybe driven a truck that has fuck that road. For many people that maybe or maybe not has ridden a truck with air brakes, it makes this shoo sound when you hit the brakes, because it's releasing the pressure from when you release the brakes, and it's only a quick little shoo. This thing was like a fucking, like if someone was holding a air hose and just hit the fucking button to release the air. That's all you heard. And so I think you lose like maybe like 1 or 2 pounds of pressure from the air every time you hit the brakes. I was losing, I'm not shitting you, I was losing like 20 pounds of pressure of air every time I hit the brakes on this fucking thing. So I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me. I was like, I'm losing air pressure. How the fuck am I gonna slow this behemoth down? There's no way. So what I did was I fucking put my hazards on. Good thing there was nobody in front of me, and I was already in the far right hand lane. So all I did was I just downshifted. I went from third to second to first, slowed it down just far enough. I slowed it down just enough. God, now this music is loud. Look at this fucking thing. That's a big fucking wheel, bro. How do people ride with that? I mean, that looks comfortable as fuck, but how do you ride with such a big tire in the front? That's crazy. Anyways, guys, so like I was saying, so I was losing air pressure. I didn't have no brakes. By the time I slowed down just enough. I had just enough air pressure to slow down this fucking thing and have enough to pull the lever to engage the brakes on this fucking thing, so it wouldn't go anywhere. And my system is, you know, this thing gives you like a warning when there's low air pressure in the tank. So if you have lower air pressure, it notifies you saying, hey, you know, ding 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 ding, you got no air pressure, you need to slow the fuck down, you know, be careful. And that's basically what it was doing. It was just fucking going off like crazy because I didn't have no air pressure. So what I did is I sat there for a second. I called my boss, let them know, hey, you know what, I don't have no air pressure in this thing. I won't be able to, you know, stop this fucking thing without no brakes. I don't have no brakes. You know, the brakes run off of that air, and you know, no air, no brakes, and sad. So I was just like, fuck, what am I gonna do? So what I did is I sat there and I revved it. If you rev it, it creates pressure, obviously, because it runs off of the engine, where the compressor runs off of the engine that creates the, you know, the air. So I noticed that it was holding air, but it was losing it at a very fast rate. So I was like, you know what? Let me crawl this thing to the shop. Hopefully nothing happens, you know. Obviously, if something did, you know, that'll be my fault because I should have just left it there on the side. But you know, I crawled it all the way to the shop. Just fucking going, you know, slow as shit. Using the brakes just in case of an emergency, you know, just tapping the brakes just so I don't lose all my air pressure, you know, just tapping it, and then hopefully, you know, with the momentum, you know, the compressor will spool up and create enough pressure in the tank so I could reuse it. And I drove that bitch all the way to the shop like that, low air pressure, and got there safe and sound. Pulled up, dropped the fucking thing, and I was like, God, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go eat, I'm fucking starving. On the way home, this is why you people really need to pay attention to what you guys are doing, especially when you're pulling out of a gas station, whatever. Double check your shit, man. God damn. I'm going down Lamb. So for example, let's see, let me use this street for example. Say I'm going down the street, right? There's no lights. There's a street across the street that way. There's a actually no, that's a lie. There's a Walmart on my right side. So there's a Walmart right here where this pink building is at. I see this fucking car or this truck pulling out. So what I did was I put my high beams so he knew that I was coming. I fucking flicked my high beams. I'm going down the street. I thought that he had already saw me because I still had a pretty good distance from him, you know. I thought he was already, I thought he saw me coming, you know. I had the high beams on, you know, so you get that warning. And nope, this motherfucker said, fuck you and fuck all your shit. I'm gonna pull out right in front of you. This motherfucker pulled out right in front of me, not giving two shits about nobody. And there I go, fucking skidding all the way, almost smacking the rear end of his fucking truck. And almost causing a car accident. Not only with me hitting his truck, but the guy behind me had to slam on his brakes because he saw me dipping and slipping, you know. Yeah, so yeah, the guy didn't give a fuck. The guy behind me had to slow down, you know, almost hitting me. I was dead stop in the middle of a fucking street because I was stuck in my gears because I gotta figure out what gear I was on because I came to a complete stop. Good thing my fucking bike didn't die. So now I'm trying to figure out what gear I'm in, trying to put it back in first gear so I can go. And I had traffic behind me because, you know, it's fucking douche. So I was not having it. I was just, you know what, I'm just gonna go home. There I go, going home, down the street from my house. Nice bike, bro. Good shit. I like the color. Pristine. Welcome, guys. So unfortunately, on this video that I recorded on this day, I ended up deleting the ending of this video, or the footage to this video. I was actually at the end where you left off. I was actually on my way to another location in Las Vegas that I was going to talk about, an area that I was working in like a while back, and we were by a church. We were installing internet to a church, and the pastor came out. He was talking to us for a little bit, and I told him that's kind of crazy. There was like 5 or 6 churches around in the same area. He had told me that they actually trying to clean up the whole neighborhood there. They were trying to get rid of all like the liquor stores and all the gun stores and all that shit, trying to really clean it up. And obviously those were empty places, so what people are doing is they were building churches, you know, to keep the violence, I guess, if you want to say, and clean up the area a little bit better in that area. So that's what they were trying to do, and I was actually going to talk about it in that video, but like I said, unfortunately I ended up deleting the footage. Didn't realize it after I started editing it that I was missing that part. Also, where I left off on that video, I was actually talking about how on my way home, down the street from where I live, as I was going to my house, I was actually like literally down the street from my house. Some lady pulled out in front of me again. Well, not again, but another lady pulled out in front of me and almost caused me to rear end her. I ended up chasing her down, but like halfway through it, I was just like, you know what? I need to go home. I shouldn't be out. I need to go relax. And that's exactly what I did. I ended up going home. So I was just having a really, really bad day that day, and all I wanted to do was wanted to make it home in one piece. So yeah, you know, unfortunately, like I said, I'm sorry for deleting that footage. I didn't realize it till the end. So I mean, what can you do? It is what it is. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this footage. Also, I wanted to say I am streaming. I've been streaming lately. I've been testing out my streaming. So go check that out. Hit that notification button so you guys know when I'm streaming. That's why there's been a lack in footage, because I've been streaming a lot, but that's still not an excuse for not uploading videos for the people that want to watch them. So yeah, I've been streaming. Like I said, hit the notification button so you guys get notified when I'm streaming and when I'm going live. And hopefully I'll catch you guys there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Laters.
Yeah, as I'm sitting laying lifeless, looking at these blue skies, I don't even know what time it is, a day or even month, and I'm just getting so lost in my thoughts. I'm feeling punch drunk, shit, I probably need a refill. Probably would've needed if this life would ever sit still. Surprised I made it this far, and I'm glad that I ain't get killed. Cause growing up, you never snitch or never call the shield, cause they rolling up on you like they swollen they body build.